Hi everyone, it's Jocelyn Olson for Glitz Design. Today I'm going to show you how to turn a digital paper into a die cutting file. And I'm going to be using this awesome new Felicity collection from Glitz Design, and in particular this really cool flamingo paper. I'll go ahead and open it into the Silhouette Studio program, and it's going to come up really large. So the first thing I need to do is actually rescale it. And it's so large I actually have to do this in a couple of different stages. Now if you're a scrapbooker, you might want to leave this full size, but I'm primarily a card maker, and so I want to make sure this is closer to about a 6x6 design. So I'll go ahead and shrink it up. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to come over and to trace this. So I select the trace area, and I'm going to make sure all of the flamingos are in that box. Now there are a couple of different ways you can do this. I typically turn off the high pass filter and I come down to the threshold and I increase it, and I want to make sure all the little body parts on the flamingos are solid yellow but not too thick. And here's what I mean. If you look at it a little bit larger, this is on 100% and you see how thick those legs are. But if I don't do it enough, then it won't cut all the way through. So in this case, I found 96% is about right. Went ahead and traced the file, and if you look back, I'm going to pull the paper away. And what I'm left with is a die cutting background. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to turn this background into a card. And so I'm going to go ahead and delete some of these flamingos, and because it takes a little bit of time, I'm going to speed it up. So bear with me. I'm making a template with 4 flamingos wide and 5 flamingos tall. And I did want to keep one flamingo to make a different type of die cutting file. So now that I'm all done, I'm going to go ahead and draw a rectangle cutting box around this so it will not cut the full page. So I'll come over to the cutting tools and draw a rectangle around this. And it doesn't have to be perfect because you can trim it down with your paper cutter. For this flamingo, I'm going to go ahead and enlarge him. I wanted to make him into a circle and have a circle frame around him. So I'll come over and I will pull out the circle, and this is kind of a fun way that you have the positive as well as the negative die cut, and so you can use it on 2 projects pretty easily. And go ahead and adjust this just a little bit. Now with all these files, you want to make sure that you save them when you're done, and you would die cut them just like you typically would in the Silhouette. Thanks so much for stopping by.